wonders of the world. So many wonders to behold. So many questions in my mind. So many questions, so little time. Answers don't so easily come unless you know to ask someone who is a master of the trade. Ask them how clouds get their shape.
Welcome to What the Heck is That with David Shai Ventura.
Hey everyone, and welcome back to this interview with Richard Stellar of the Mankind Project. If you have not seen the first part, go back and watch that first. Tell me how Mankind support these causes.
We support these causes with what's called awareness events. If we're fighting racism and we're trying to connect cultures, we put on events. We are affiliated with Rabbi David Barron, who is the rabbi of Temple of the Arts, and he's always been just extremely welcoming, gracious, and lets us pretty much have the run of the Saban Theater for us to put on our events. And he counseled me when I was fighting against some very big, famous people when they were trying to close the motion picture home. So he has always been with me. And so we put on awareness events, and then we just get on the street and we protest, we feed, we connect. We are there to tell people to raise awareness through action, and it's called speaking truth to power. So the way we do it is we do it in many different ways, either in the street, feeding the homeless, or in theaters, creating events and creating awareness for what's going on, and we do it because we have great donors who are financially supporting us, and they are just amazing in what they've been able to make us do, to allow us to do.
I am all about giving voice to the voiceless.
I know you are. I know you are, David, and you are doing incredible things for the community. Just, I mean, your show, it's entertaining, it's informative, and you do give voice to the voiceless. Absolutely. I applaud you for it. See? Good job, David.
Thank you. What comes next for Mankind?
Well, what comes next is doing what we're doing, but only on a greater scale. We have, the internet allows us to amplify our voices globally. So whatever we do next, we're going to do it big, and we are going to do it effectively. We want, for example, our work with the homeless. What's next for that is to engage other communities to help them feed the homeless. We have a very unique delivery method to get our food to the homeless. We don't make them, get in a car, wait on lines, go to food banks. We bring the food to them. And what's next for that is to inspire other communities to also do that. There's going to be a huge influx of homeless people just in the Los Angeles area. You have mortgages that are coming due that haven't been paid. People are out of work, and the streets are going to become their homes. And we want to make sure that what's next for us is that we can take care of these people, and we do it because we have, like I said, we have incredible donors who believe in what we do. They are able to make a donation to us. We make it very simple. We're a nonprofit, which means that we're able to give them tax advantages to their donation. And it allows us to do what's next, which is to do what we do, but bigger, on a grander scale, and to help more people.
So you have become what the people need.
Yes, we have become what the people need. And I'll tell you something, just kind of selfishly, it's what I need. And the people who work with us, our volunteers and our board of directors and our advisors, they all get this great feeling of accomplishment. You know, there's something that's very cool when you're in the street and you give a homeless person a bag of food and they look at you and they say, "God bless you, sir," or "God bless." It is like payment in full. There's nothing more authentic and more real than what you get. So it gives me personally, it's just a jolt of positivity. And I know that I need it during these times, which have gotten so dark and so hateful. We're so divided that what we're doing is good for people, and it's good for us to be able to do it.
When you were growing up, what was your greatest challenge?
Well, when I was growing up, I was a very heavy kid. I had a weight problem. I also stuttered when I was in grammar school, which having both of those is not a lot of fun. My parents got me some help with the stutter. I remember I had to do exercises because I also had a lisp. So the challenges I had growing up were the challenges that a lot of kids had. I was bullied because of the way I was. I had some very good friends who I'm still in touch with, some dear friends. I think you know one of them. She happens to be your mother. And these friends kind of like see me through good times and bad times. But growing up, I had the same challenges that a lot of other kids have, and that is self-image and the way other people react to you. And bullying is its own form of oppression. I mean, kids face what cultures face because they're different, because they look different, they sound different, they act different, they want to be with different people. They're oppressed, and that oppression can really manifest itself in horrible ways for these kids. So if we can help kids fight off bullies, at least give them a voice, and in doing what we're doing, I mean, it's great. So we meet our challenges head on. Let's all meet our challenges together. Your challenge is my challenge is your challenge. And just like we're talking right now, both of us, we both got to know each other. We both have a feeling for each other. You're asking me some very, very important questions. And we just become a community. And it's so important, David, because the challenges we face growing up are the challenges that other people face, and we could all learn from it.
Amen to that.
Yeah, amen to that. Amen to that. You know, I have to tell you, I was watching and I just wrote an article about it. I was watching the show on it's from the Oprah Winfrey Network, and it's on Prime Video. It's called Greenleaf, and it's about a black family who owns a mega church in Memphis. And it was so spiritual to me that it's funny that there are people who say amen and they don't mean it. When you said amen to that, to me, I got the feeling that you meant it. And I can tell through different things in the media when I see programs like Greenleaf and meet the people that were in Greenleaf, that there are people who actually mean it when they say amen. And I do think that that's heard. So thank you.
What did you learn from the Holocaust survivors?
Wow, and there's so much to learn from Holocaust survivors. They went through something so horrific that you can never imagine it. I mean, families were split apart. Parents were separated from their children, never to see them again. They were herded like animals into cattle cars for one reason, because they were Jewish. And although that is a horrific thing, and we have a feeling, we have a saying that is never forget, which means we're not going to forget the Holocaust. We're never going to let it happen again. It does happen. It's happening in different parts of the world. It happened in Darfur. It's happening in the Armenian genocide. People are killed, and misery is put upon them because of their, because of their religion, their belief system, their culture. We see it happen when a president says that he doesn't want any Muslims to come into this country. I mean, you're going to judge people because they're Muslims. I know Muslims. I know they're great people. I judge them as individuals, and you're going to. I mean, it's just horrific. So what I learned from Holocaust survivors is how to recognize oppression and how to make sure that it doesn't happen not only to Jewish people again, but to anybody again. That's what I've learned.
You are right. We all can learn from each other.
We sure can. We sure can. And when we stop, and that doesn't matter how old you are. I mean, we learn things in school as kids. Then we're told, then we go home and we learn something different from our parents. Then we go to work and we learn things on the job. I mean, and then we become an old guy like me, and I'm still learning. And I think that we have to keep on learning, and we learn from each other, and that's the key. Let's learn from each other.
What can people do to help the Mankind Project?
They can log onto our website and go to it's at themankindproject.org/donate. And we are dependent on donations. So if you can go on there and donate to our cause, we would really appreciate it. We run a very lean ship. You see, I'm right in my home office. This is where I do my work. We don't drive fancy cars. We don't have separate offices. We work out of our homes, and we're socially distanced through the pandemic. And we put money towards our campaigns and towards food for the homeless. So what they can do to help is to volunteer. That's very important. And my email address, I'm sure you'll show my email address, and I would love to hear from people. And also donations are extremely, extremely important, crucial to what we do, and we need donations.
I am so inspired by all you do, Richard, and hopefully our work can help out with this donation.
David, I'm inspired by you, my friend, over what you've done, what you've overcome. Your story is like incredible, and I'm so happy. I see a ray of light shining on your drum set behind you. And one thing that we've learned is that music is an art form that very few people can speak, but everyone understands. And it's funny how that ray of light is just hitting the drum kit. If I was a very religious person, I would say that is, divinely sent. Maybe it is. But what you do is so important, and your influence on the community is great, and it's going to be big, and I look forward to more of these interviews with other people.
Thank you. Music can be a medicine.
It really can, David, and thank you so much for everything that you do.
Hey man, would you mind playing something on the guitar for us?
Yeah, sure. I'll play something on the guitar, but I think I'll probably lose anybody that wanted to make a donation. So I have this guitar. As you can tell, I'm a big Beatles fan, and this is the type of guitar that struck a very familiar chord for a song called Hard Day's Night. So I'm going to play that chord, and I'm going to play a few bars of it, and then hopefully one day I can be right there in front of that drum kit, and you and I can jam. Okay? So let's see. Hold on. Let me turn on the amp. And I have to end it with. Hopefully I'm better as an activist than I am as a musician.
Walk on! Wow, Witches, the audiences must be so inspired right now. I can't believe how much you have done to help. It's a world we share, and you have worked so much to make it better.
Well, we all have a stake. I mean, we're all living in this world, so why not just make it a better place? David, get that drum set ready. I'm coming over. We're going to jam.
All right.
All right.
What the heck is that? Wonders, oh wonders of the world. So many wonders to behold. So many questions in my mind. So many questions, so little time. Answers don't so easily come unless you know to ask someone who is a master of the trade. Ask them how clouds get their shape. Welcome to What the Heck is That with David Shai Ventura.